Welcome to the tiny house. Usually I give this tour in person, but because of the coronavirus, I'm going to try doing this in a video format so that we don't have to risk each other's health. I can tell it's not going to be swift, but a few instructions. This is the pull-out queen-size bed. That cushion that is on the top of the mattress will be in your way during the night. You can throw it out on the porch, you can stick it in the shower, or there are hooks underneath the table that you can put the straps on and it will kind of dangle there. Some people like to have it that way and use it as a chaise lounge. So the little steps up to the kitchen, you have a full-size refrigerator. The stove, there are instructions up here on the wall, which you can't see. The igniter doesn't work on the stove, and so you need to use matches, and you move the dial to the light. There's a light position. So move it to the light position, put it in, strike a match, and then the burner will light. There's a hot water heater, there's a French press, there's a coffee maker. Because this is off the grid, there is no septic, and so you can't let food go down the drain. I have small filters in their drain, but inside the cabinet door right here is a composting bucket. So any food scraps you have, please put them in there. Out in the yard, there is a composting pile with a shovel. You can just take it out there and throw it in the dirt and cover it over. Underneath the sink, there's trash bags. There's also a recycling bin. Recycle is for glass and plastic only. The water situation is, this is an on-demand hot water system. When you turn on the hot water, you'll hear the pump kick in, and then it'll take a minute before the water heats up. Once the burner's running, you'll have an unlimited amount of hot water. Although we are on a shared well, and so conservation of water is much appreciated. So no long and lengthy showers. Here's the light switches. They're on dimmers. There's a 12-volt system and a 110-volt system. This is the outside porch light. While you're here, the temperatures may be hot and they may be cold. If they're hot, these French doors both open, and there is a sliding screen door. If you can see me do this, there's a sliding screen door that connects with a magnet, and the way you do that is you kick it to get the magnet to attach, she said. Ta-da. So you can open both French doors and have this screen, and it's quite lovely in here if it's not too hot outside. And the only proviso is to not walk through it. It's easy to forget it's there, and I've walked through it 2 or 3 times. Okay, this is a electric heater. Most of the people that have stayed here feel more comfortable using that than they do the propane heater. This is a marine heater used on boats. The instructions for how to light it are up here on the wall. And it's quite sweet. It looks like a little fireplace with a flickering flame stuff. But you'll need to use matches. I have some long stick matches in the kitchen that you can use to light this. The instructions for the tiny house are here. Inside the closet there's our blankets. There's extra sheets and stuff up there, which I doubt you'll need. Broom. Okay, the main part of this instruction video is the composting toilet, and that's what I really would like to spend time showing you personally, but you're just going to have to do this on your own. So the reason this works and it doesn't smell is because the liquids and the solids are kept separated. the holes here in the front where if you urinate, your urine goes down there and it ends up in this container on the front. Your job is to watch it, and if you see the urine level coming up right about here, it needs to be changed. And the way you change it is you unclip these locks on the side and you lift it up and you just pull that guy out. There is an empty one inside this cupboard. Just take it out and replace it. I have that one in there filled with about a cup of vinegar in the bottom, which helps to keep the smell down. When you poop, you open the trap door. There's a lever here on the side. You open the trap door, you do your business. When you're done, you close the trap door. You use, this is RV's toilet paper. I would ask that you don't put it in the solid container. I have had problems with this toilet using it. So if you don't mind, I would like for you to wipe yourself and then throw the toilet paper in this trash can under the sink. So when you're done with that, here on the counter is vinegar water. And you take the vinegar water and you spray it out and take another piece of toilet paper and just wipe it down. Then you close the door, and the next thing you do is down here on this side, I don't know if you can see it, there is a crank. And in order to mix the feces with the peat moss that's in the bucket, is you turn the crank 2 or 3 times one way and 2 or 3 times the other way. So basically that's it. Your job is to make sure that the urine container does not get over full and flow out on the floor. I have a feeling you're probably not going to be here that long. But guys are free to go outside and pee under any tree or bush. There's nobody around, nobody cares. And I think that's it. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. There's extra toilet paper up there. Yeah, I think I got it. Forgive the lack of professionalism in this video. This is just a last-minute inspiration that I had so that I wouldn't have to be confined in this space with you. So I'm sorry to not get to be and hang out with you personally, but that's how it goes these days.